He's just the greatest and most perfect example of what a man should be that is trying to walk like Christ or believes in God. This is the perfect example. So he's perfect.
Oh, she's my twin. I love how she sings. She dances, like her little cute little faces. All the little things that she do is amazing to me.
It's crazy how Amy saying that she don't mess with Dwight because he messed with men in wigs. It was never a secret. I thought Stevie Wonder even knew. What Kaya said, if everybody want to be the girls, who gonna be the boys? We thought you didn't care. And then y'all was sharing a toothbrush. I know you regret that. After Roy's interview, man, I don't understand how she did.
Ooh, looks like Amy Luciani finally clocked out of her full-time job as Dwight Howard's professional beard. Girl had the audacity to be out here risking her entire spinal cord defending this man, calling him the perfect husband, the ultimate father, like she was living in a Tyler Perry fairy tale. Husband, though? Let's not act like folks weren't screaming at her to run. Run. From the red flags flapping harder than a Pride Month parade. And now, the tea is scalding. Reports are flying in that Amy is absolutely spiraling after allegedly walking in on Dwight, entertaining some wigged-up company. And sis ain't trying to heal, she's trying to hide. Because the last thing Amy wants is the entire internet gathering in unison to hit her with the dreaded, "We tried to tell you."
Royce Reed been told y'all that old boy was go both ways. She been told us all the stuff he was doing back in the day when they were dating. So now that Amy Luciana is saying he supposedly she found him with some dudes with wigs on. Now we want to start believing the whole thing. If y'all don't know, Dwight, he been out the closet.
If y'all ever needed a real-life example of a walking contradiction, allow me to present Exhibit A, Dwight Howard. This man came straight out of a Bible-toting, scripture-quoting household. We're talking private Christian schools, Sunday, service, the whole holy package. And when he first entered the league back in 2004, oh baby, he was all about that squeaky clean image grinning wide, quoting the Lord, trying to be the NBA's poster boy for positive role models. But that halo started slipping real quick once folks discovered he had a whole basketball. Team of kids 5 to be exact, each with a different woman. And let's just say involved dad wasn't exactly the reputation he was earning. Then came the dating history, which was basically a game of musical chairs. He couldn't stick, with one woman longer than a postseason. Even his flashy engagement to WNBA baller Tia Cooper ended in a messy split by 2021. And all those religious values he kept preaching, yeah, those sermons got real quiet once the streets and the blogs started whispering about why his relationships with women always mysteriously fell apart. That's when several gay and transgender men stepped into the spotlight, claiming they had been Dwight's real after-hours companions and baby. They weren't just spilling tea, they were flooding the timeline with nightmare stories. It got especially wild when one man called him out publicly, accusing Dwight of cheating, trying to silence him with hush money, and even threatening him when he wouldn't play along. And let's be clear, this wasn't just hearsay. The man came loaded with screenshots, voice notes, the receipts, enough that even Dwight's PR team had to sit down and shut up. And yet, every time Dwight got asked about it, he'd start doing the cha-cha dodging questions and hitting the classic line. "It's nobody's business what I do in the bedroom." But it sure becomes everybody's business when you bring the drama to the doorstep.
Are you gay, bro?
Is this what you want to talk about?
No, I don't want to talk about that,
So
bro.
then why are we talking about it?
Because you went viral off of that, bro.
I've been viral for a lot of things.
And I want to talk about that too.
And what I do in my personal life is nobody fucking.
Thank you. I just want you to answer that.
I keep going. It's
It's
nobody business.
Now, if there's one thing the internet's taught us, it's that nothing, and I mean nothing, stays buried for long. The second you think your skeletons are safely locked away, boom. Some random keyboard warrior is ready to throw open the closet and let all your business tumble out. And in Dwight Howard's case, that skeleton had a name Stephen Harper and baby. He didn't just talk, he came, swinging with a lawsuit. Yep, Dwight found himself smack dab in the middle of a very messy legal storm after Stephen accused him of dragging him into an unwanted three-way with another man without his full consent. Emotional distress? Off the charts. But this wasn't just a lawsuit filed out of spite. Oh no, Stephen pulled out the Yemper entire receipts folder. He posted messages between him and Dwight, and let's just say, one in particular had the internet gagged. Dwight, in his own words, tried to convince this man he wasn't gay. He just liked to do freaky stuff. Sir, please. But wait, it gets even wilder. Stefan claimed that the third guy involved, who went by the name Kitty, was dressed in stripper heels and a full-on church lady wig, and Dwight allegedly wanted him to get into costume too. At that point, Stefan said, "I'm out," and dipped before things got any freakier. But it didn't end there. No ma'am. He also posted a photo of Kitty, just to prove he wasn't making a word of it up. And y'all, the internet all lost it. Because not only was this beyond bizarre, it was undeniable. The tea wasn't just hot, it was on fire.
Oh, shoot, y'all heard about that, Dwight? They said Dwight was in a text messaging a guy. Nigga, who cares? Who cares who I was text messaging? You just mad because I want text messaging yo ass. That's what it is.
Y'all can stop with the nonsense. Worry about all this bullshit crap. Mind your business.
And baby, once that closet door creaked open, it was off the hinges. No amount of PR scrambling or Instagram silence could close it back. Dwight might have tried to play cleanup crew, but it was too late. Way too late. Because out of nowhere came Royce Reed, his ex, and the original baby mama and sis did not come to play. Royce popped up like, "Oh, we talking now? Cool." She hit the gas and let the real tea flow, boldly confirming what the blogs had only hinted at. She straight up said she'd personally witnessed Dwight being intimate with men more than once. And it wasn't no misunderstanding, no sketchy rumors, no he said, she said. According to Royce, this wasn't new behavior, and it sure wasn't experimental. She made it crystal clear. His preference was men. And the internet, they ate it up like Sunday brunch. Because once a baby mama co-signs the whispers with her own receipts, it's no longer gossip, it's gospel.
I think he's that entire alphabet.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole alphabet.
I think he's that whole alphabet. I don't even want to start it because I don't know all of them, but like, I think he's curious. Yeah, okay. I'll leave it at that. But I also think it's a slap in the face to like that community because he's claiming to be a certain way, but then denying the other side of it.
So then Amy Luciani just popped onto the scene like, my man, my man, my man. And the whole internet collectively blinked. Sis, seriously? Didn't Amy see the wildfire rumors blazing all around Dwight? Didn't she hear the whispers, the underground grapevine from the rap and influencer world she lives in? You'd think being a rapper and influencer would give her the inside scoop, the receipts, the real talk about Dwight, but nah, she stepped in blind. And after Royce Reed dropped her truth bombs about Dwight mistreating and trying to control her, Amy tried to push back hard. She took to Instagram and posted something, and baby, that post was as dramatic as the whole situation. What did she say? Well, you're about to find out. I was enjoying you so much out of the public eye. But here we are. Thank you for bringing me back to the word. Anything I say or fuss about the first thing you say is, did you pray about it? Then I realized that I hadn't been praying much lately at all. I'm just thankful, happy, and ready for everything that's coming our way. I prayed real deep on a Thursday, not knowing 2 days later, God would send me a Bible to tattoo giant with the same heart. As Amy wasn't playing around, she flaunted that massive engagement ring like it was the crown jewel of the century, and y'all, the internet lost it. Nobody saw this coming. After Dwight's reputation had been shredded, exposed time again for living that on-the-down-low life, no one believed another woman would seriously put a ring on him. But Amy, she was on a mission to prove just how happy she was, flashing her man to the world every chance she got. Dinner dates with his kids, smiles for days, Instagram stories showing off the so-called happy family she was selling, unity and love like a boss. Then came the messages she leaked, hinting they might have already walked down the aisle in secret, choosing to build their relationship quietly rather than entertain the haters and the noise. Dwight wasn't silent either. When fans couldn't stop questioning his sexuality, he fired back unapologetic and confident, saying, "My past is my past. That's done. What matters is the now and who I'm with." But sis, we're all watching closely.
Somebody said, Amy, girl, you don't know what that man did in his past. See, that's why this person who just wrote that comment.
But God knows what you've done in your past.
I'm going to say it. That's why this person who wrote that comment will never get blessed like they supposed to.
Ever.
They talking about my past.
Ever.
Everybody in the world got a past. But guess what? When you get into a relationship with somebody, you don't bring the past in the relationship. The past is the past for a reason. Somebody like you will be stuck in the past for the rest of your life. And you won't get the benefits and the blessings that you're supposed to get.
But y'all, that's not even half of it. Amy went back and forth with fans in the comments accusing Dwight of being a deadbeat dad. She said it made her blood boil when people threw negative shade at him, especially when it wasn't true, and swore he was always there for his kids. I mean, the two of them were so in love, or downright nasty, if you ask me, that they were comfortable sharing the same toothbrush. Maybe that's some next level love the rest of us haven't reached yet, but ain't no way I'm sharing a toothbrush with anybody, even if I'm all up in your business, if you know what I mean. But soon, Amy learned this man wasn't sent from above. What she actually got was a wolf in sheep's clothing. All that time, she was out here fighting to keep their image spotless, gaslighting fans into believing she'd finally found the one. Dwight never stopped messing with men. And word on the street is, she might have kept up the act if she hadn't caught him red-handed bending men over. Now, it's officially over. And trust me, the internet is dragging her for pretending she didn't know Dwight was gay when the truth was staring her right in the face. The entire time. Everybody kept saying that Royce was bitter when all she was doing was putting us up on game. Amy knew Dwight Howard liked men just like the rest of us, IDKDY. She acting surprised when he was messing with men in wigs. Am I being shocked by Dwight Howard? Having relations with men is puzzling lol, literally. Told us, but do y'all really think Amy didn't know about Dwight? Or was she just okay with it? Until she wasn't? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next.